Hi and welcome. How are you doing today? So today in the United States, today is Easter. And holidays like Easter can be a time of joy, but for many of us, they can also bring up stress and anxiety, and old family tensions. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by the thought of holiday gatherings or struggling with how to handle difficult family dynamics, you're not alone. Today, we're talking about finding peace and navigating these emotional waters together. So let's find ways to make holidays a source of joy, not stress. So if you're watching this video and you think, oh no, I love the holidays, I celebrate the holidays, I enjoy my family, da 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 da, then this video is probably not for you. However, if you're someone who chooses to celebrate Easter and you come from a family who doesn't, that can be a challenge. Typically, the people who come to me are the opposite. Sneeze. No. Yes. Excuse me. Sorry. So, people who tend to come to me are people who may come from families who celebrate Easter and they no longer do. That can cause challenges. You've got the situation of getting with families and having get-togethers that often feel kind of forced or often feel just triggering in general. Maybe you've gotten to the point to where whatever you have going on with you just doesn't feel like a fit anymore with the way that things have always been for you. And this creates a trigger, and it may create a trigger not only for you but for the people around you. So I've gone through this, and after spiritual awakening, I really just did not enjoy the whole holiday experience anymore. It felt very forced. It felt like stress. It felt like people spending money that didn't need to be spent. It felt like commercialism. It felt anything but positive. And I had gotten to a point where I kind of forced my way through these situations because the deal was they hadn't changed. I did. And when you realize that you no longer fit in the environment that you have always at least appeared to fit in before, it can be very challenging and very stressful. Now, over time, the more healing I have done, and now I can participate and enjoy things without it being really too big of a problem. I still don't participate in the commercialism part of it. I really don't do that. I rarely buy gifts anymore. And if I do, it's really important to me that they come from the heart and that they come from a place of love, not from a place of obligation. And so what I have done over the years is started to figure out, as I unboxed my authentic self, started to figure out what really works for me and what really doesn't. And there were extremes in a lot of my path to where I was all the way this way, and then I'd have to go all the way this way until I could find my sweet spot in the middle. And that was the same with dealing with holidays. Now, if I choose to participate in holidays, I do. And I participate internally in my own way. I don't get into drama. I don't get into religious conversations. I don't get into political conversations because what I have found is most people that I have encountered, other than people who are on a similar path to me, it's not a conversation, it's a debate. Everything is a debate. And it's not about being heard, it's about being right. And I don't have any time for that. I really don't have time for that. I really don't have use for that. If we are going to have a conversation, where both people are heard, and it's not coming from a place of forcing your opinion down someone else's throat. Rather, it's an actual conversation where both people can be heard and can be understood without the need to be right. Now, in the event that I can have that sort of conversation with someone, I am absolutely thrilled to have a conversation about anything. I just find that it's rare. How is that going on your end? Do you find that you're able to have conversations about your beliefs if they differ from other people, and it actually be a conversation to where both people are being heard, both people are being understood, and neither person is trying to force an agenda? How's that going? in the Western world, that isn't typically the way that it goes, and it can be really a source of stress and frustration. Then you've also got the situation, like I do, where there's been a lot of loss, a lot of death, a lot of loss, things like that in your life. So recognizing that these holidays are coming around, and a lot of your people aren't there anymore, or even one of your people aren't there anymore. And it makes it a real emotional time. What I have been able to do on my journey is heal all of the old stuff. And so now, if I'm feeling sad, or I'm going through grief, or I'm feeling happy, or whatever emotion I'm feeling, it's based on now. It's not based on, 50, almost 60 years worth of shit that I'm still carrying around. And let me tell you, it makes all the difference in the world when you have cleared all of that stuff out and you're just able to be in the moment. Because, first of all, you stop being triggered. You really, really do. You can be with people where they are and know that you're not there anymore. And so you can be in a space of loving the other people without judgment. And one of the things that's really, really important for people, really, really important for people to know who work with me, is everything I do is from a safe, sacred space, a non-judgmental space. I believe empowering my students and clients without the need to disempower other people. And what I teach is very much comes from a space of love, to where you do learn to discern. You do learn to make very strong boundaries. And you also learn to heal in such a way where you're not triggered by anything, and you have exceptional boundaries, and you can go about life without being bothered, without being constantly feeling like you're a raw nerve walking around waiting on someone to poke the bear, which was my life for years. And it's really so peaceful inside when you realize that it doesn't have to be that way, even if it feels like it's always been that way. I mean, I'm 59 at this point, and I've lived through a lot of life, and a lot of it felt like I was living in a life that was just constantly triggered. And it's not that way anymore. And I can have holidays with people I care about. I can also choose to participate at the level that works for me, or not participate at the level that works for me. I don't have to make a big declarative statement to people about, I'm no longer going to do this. I no longer have to put up with this. I'm not doing any of that. I simply did the work within myself and decided what's okay for me and what isn't okay for me, without the need to have anyone else's buy-in or anyone else's permission. And know that what I'm doing for me is coming from a place of love, not only for me, but for the other people. It's coming definitely from a place of self-care. And it took years for me to learn what I teach other people to do in a whole lot less time. So if you're celebrating today, I wish you happy Easter. If you're not celebrating, I wish you happy Sunday. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Tammy Coin, your Holistic Alchemist. I help you change pain into possibilities and possibilities into purpose. I am now offering a free 5-part video series around unboxing your authentic self. I would love for you to take a look. And you have one video there that you can see without opting in with your email address. The rest requires your email address, and that's it. It's totally free, and I will put a link in the comments, and I do hope you check it out and let me know how it's going for you. I would love to hear how it's going for you, what kind of challenges you're having, and how I can best help you. Have a great day. Blessings. Namaste. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.